pages. 300 pages is actually well over the minimum that would be expected. So the Democrats thinking, Attorney General Barr was actually selected by President Trump, and he's hiding something. Because he only gave us a 4-page summary, which is all he's required to do, is to give a summary. But because he did a summary, and we know there's collusion, then he's hiding something. So we want to see it all, because we can't trust Attorney General Barr now. Just like Mueller was impeccable, now they're questioning Mueller. Attorney General Barr, spotless record, but now they have to question him because he didn't come out and say, the findings from the Mueller investigation as President Trump is been found to obstruct justice and guilty of colluding with the Russians. And here is how he did it, blah, blah, blah. Because he didn't say that, they want to see it all. Because they're going to try to find something, a period, a paraphrase, something. They got to find something. So this article says from the AP, and this was by Lisa Mascaro, Lori Kielman, and Mary Claire Jolinek. Democrats intensified their demands for Robert Mueller's full report Thursday after learning the special counsel's findings from his Trump-Russia investigation runs into more than 300 pages, while President Trump boasted of total exoneration based off of a 4-page summary by Attorney General. Yes, it was a summary from after Attorney General interviewed Special Counsel Mueller and Deputy Attorney General Rob Rosenstein. Then he wrote the 4 pages. But Democrats say that they may subpoena the report if it's not coming by their Tuesday deadline, which Barr says, I can't do that. How am I going to get through 300 pages, figure out what it's saying, make sure that it can be verified and everything on my end, and also what has to be redacted, what is classified, grand jury testimony. So there's a lot, because there are regulations in the Department of Justice on how Barr has to do this. But the Democrats, they want to make it look deceptive. There's something dirty going on here because everybody knows there was collusion. They don't care. So it says House Judiciary Chairman Jared Nadler was told by Attorney General William Barr that there is no intention of giving the confidential report to Congress immediately as he redacts grand jury testimony and other elements. So they said, well, we might subpoena him then if he doesn't get it to us by Tuesday. And he says it's not happening. Through the day, the tempers are rising on Capitol Hill, shaking her fist in emphasis, which is funny when you look at Pelosi. I feel kind of bad for her. She's not all there. But she wants to keep her job and keep her power, so she has to act mad. Shaking her fist for emphasis, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said Barr's summary, which cleared Trump of campaign collusion with Russia and criminal obstruction of Mueller's federal probe, was condescending and arrogant. I covered this on my show yesterday, and I think it's one of the most telling and ignorant statements that Pelosi made. She said that it's arrogant that Attorney General Barr would expect the Congress to accept his 4-page finding. That it's arrogant. Now, supposedly, the special counsel and the Attorney General are supposed to be servants of the people, not politically assigned, and they're supposed to be just doing their job. They're both highly qualified, according to everybody. But Pelosi says, Barr puts out a 4-page summary, and which doesn't find President Trump obstructed justice or any collusion. And I just think it's kind of arrogant that he expects us to believe it. Quote, Mr. Attorney General, she said, quote, show us the report and we'll come to our own conclusions, unquote. Well, duh, idiot. He didn't say don't research it yourself. He said, hey, I, by law, by Department of Justice protocols and by regulations in the Constitution, I'm giving you what I can of what happened in the investigation, and if the special counsel was prevented from being able to do his job. But she's like, you just turn over the report and we'll do our own conclusions. She asked what Trump and the Republicans were afraid of and mocked them as scaredy cats. Oh, it's just vicious. Trump himself is headed to Grand Rapids, which we went over. The length of Mueller's still confidential report makes it clear that there are substantially more details than he and his team have documented in their investigation and that Barr disclosed to Congress and the public. The volume of pages was described Thursday by a Justice Department official and other person familiar with the document. The Justice Department official said Barr discussed the length of the report during a phone call Wednesday with Nadler, who would only indicate it was less than 1,000 pages. Barr would not commit to providing a full report with its underlying evidence, according to a House Democrat aide granted anonymity. Barr said that he'll provide Congress with at least a partial version in April and told Nadler he would agree to testify before the committee. So there you go. Democrats are saying, you know what, because we didn't hear what we wanted to hear, we really can't we can't really give Attorney General Barr's summary of what's in there any credence. So Attorney General Barr, just give us it all. And then we will come up with our own or the correct conclusions because we know. Here's from the San Francisco Gate. Democrats say they will accuse Barr of a cover-up if he delivers incomplete Mueller report. House Democrats are ready to accuse Attorney General Barr of a cover-up to protect President Trump if he refuses to detail for Congress the information Special Counsel Robert Mueller III provided the grand jury during the investigation of Russia's interference. The pointed warning delivered by senior Democrat aides during a media briefing Thursday marked the latest sign of a potential legal standoff between the lawmakers and the Department of Justice over Mueller's probe. Barr has pledged to redact grand jury information like he's supposed to because they're not supposed to go after people or identify people who are not accused or convicted. And it's more than 300 pages. That is far longer than the Democrats say they're willing to. They don't want to wait. Man, I just told you, maybe we'll subpoena him then. He said, well, fine. I'm not going to have it ready for you by Tuesday. This is another article, Wall Street Journal. Democrats push for fast release of Mueller report. And she says it's condescending and blah, blah, blah. Pencil neck Schiff, which President Trump really had fun with tonight at the rally. This is from the LA Times. Schiff doubles down on Trump despite Russia report. Undoubtedly, there is collusion. President Trump is emboldened after the special counsel said he did not find evidence of a criminal conspiracy. But Representative Alan Schiff, Democrat Burbank, maintains he's seen evidence that Trump colluded with the Russians. He's already seen it, supposedly. He said, quote, undoubtedly there is collusion, unquote, Schiff said in an interview this week after Attorney General Barr submitted a 4-page letter to Congress summarizing key aspects of Mueller's report. Quote, we will continue to investigate the counterintelligence issues. That is the president or people around him compromised in any way by a hostile foreign power? It doesn't appear that was any part of Mueller's report. Well, so since they didn't find it, it's not there, right? Well, no, according to Schiff, he's already seen it. He's seen the collusion. He's seen evidence. But somehow Mueller and his $20 million and his staff didn't find any. Wow. Because they don't have a plan B. I told you about Pelosi already. And the Democrats, we'll finish on this. Here's how the Democrats want to play. This is from the Daily Mail. Democrats tell Donald Trump's accountants to hand over everything he has done for the president, his web of companies, family trust, and LLCs, including details of his Buffalo Bills bid and D.C. hotel. They want everything. They want to go back decades, not just when President Trump's been in office. They want to go back to all of his bank statements, all of his tax returns, because they don't have a plan B. Hey, thank you so much for joining me. This has been The Informant. My name is Eric Thompson. Again, go over to magabook.com, get set up. Go to my website, the-informant.com, and make sure you go to Spreaker to hear all my shows. So thank you again. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Good evening to you, and good early morning out in the East Coast. Take care.